Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog, and goodness me, has that been a busy 72 hour period? Is that 3 days? I'm actually recording this vlog, here you go, letting you behind the scenes right up at the start. I'm recording this at 2:38 p.m. the day it comes out. I have never left it this late to record a video before, but I just did not have time to record anything yesterday. It was a crazy busy day off the back of a crazy busy weekend. We had the trip to Insomnia, we had the Football Manager esports tournament, we had World Autism Day where we brought a video out. We did a live stream as well that Andy came on a live stream for the first time. You saw him dance, you saw him wink, you heard the news about him starting to eat waffles again. So it was a pretty monumental live stream. I came straight out of that into another Football Manager live stream. I've been recording Football Manager videos. Goodness me, has it been a busy 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, but I'm buzzing. It has been so very good, and I just wanted to put out this quick message today for a couple of reasons. Firstly, to let you know we will be back to normal service with the vlog tomorrow. It's been just such a disjointed, bizarre weekend. If you follow me on the Football Manager channel as well, you'll know videos have been a little bit hit and miss here and there on that channel as well, but we should resume normal business tomorrow. But the main purpose of this video is just to say a massive thank you to all of you for putting us in this position where we can have crazy weekends like the one we've just had. I pick my brain out of where it is now and take it back in time sort of a year ago and compare that weekend I've just had to the Kev of a year ago, who was still working as a teacher. Yes, I was winding down my job as a teacher, but it was still very much, I'm in exam mode. I'm ready to do exams, coursework marking. Andy still wasn't going to school, and Anna still hadn't even decided to go back to university yet. We didn't know if it was going to be a possibility, because we didn't know if Andy was going to go back to school. And fast forward a year, and Anna's just finishing off the last of her assignments to finish her first year back at uni. Andy is coming on to a live stream and singing and dancing and trying new foods randomly, and just his progress has been amazing. And I've just had a weekend where I've had the chance to play for Football Manager competitively and try and win a pile of money. Yeah, I didn't win, but the experience was fantastic. And then yesterday with its media craziness, and the fact that we were featured in not one but two major newspapers. If you haven't seen the articles, I'll link to them down below, but I have got them to show you on screen as well, because I'm really proud and I want to show them to you. So I hope you don't see it as showing off. I see it as goodness me, am I proud. Let's have a look. So the first one was the Evening Standard. I think this is like the London newspaper. It says that it was published 4 days ago, but it was actually written for World Autism Day, and they wrote an article, World Autism Day, the top YouTube accounts shining a light on autism. And the way I understand it is these are the top 5 YouTube accounts in the UK that talk about autism, ranked in order of number of views. Because when I spoke to YouTube last week, they said that this channel was the second most viewed channel in the country about autism, and we were behind the National Autistic Society. When I spoke to Dan from the Aspie World last week, he said that he'd been told that he was third behind me and them. So the fact that the article has put us in that order as well suggests that we are the big 5 when it comes to channels that talk about autism in the UK. So I would urge you to go and check out all of the other channels. They're channels I'm already subscribed to. You should go and subscribe to them too and check out their videos. But we got the National Autistic Society, who are the channel that the charity that we've supported massively as a community over the last 4 or 5 months. I am hopefully by the end of the week going to have a final total for how much the Different Is Not Broken shirts have raised for the National Autistic Society. But when we put that on top of the £4,000 plus that we raised back in December when we did the 24-hour live stream in aid of the National Autistic Society, and you lot really did sort of go well above and beyond with the donations on that day. But when you then add in the merch sales as well, because for those shirts and and hoodies and mugs, for every one of those that's sold, we donate £5 to the National Autistic Society. I think we must, if we're not already over £250 of donations, we must be very, very quickly closing in on that. And I know there were people yesterday who were buying the shirts on the first day they knew we existed after discovering us as part of this media coverage. One of the first things people were doing was going and buying one of those shirts. I had a couple of people say to me, I didn't know who you were, Kev, but I have seen this shirt. It's a great shirt. So I think the shirt is doing great business, but it's all from the National Autistic Society. I would urge you, if you want to make a donation to an autism charity, this is the one that you should be donating to. They help out people with autism. They help out families. They're not focusing in on trying to find a cure for autism or any silly nonsense like that. They know what is important to people with autism and their families, and that is getting access to services and support that they actually need. Things like respite, things like assisted living. They do very important, very good work. If you're interested in autism, you should check out their channel. Then we're there, and it's a lovely little write-up. I mean, they asked me to send them a quote. I sent them a quote that they've kind of paraphrased at the bottom there, and then linked to what's probably my favourite video about Andy that's on the channel when we went to Legoland last year. And in fact, that's prompted us to think, actually, yeah, let's go back to Legoland. I think we're going to go to Legoland next week. Then we've got Dan, who you're going to see a collaboration with in the very near future. I've already been talking to him, and we're going to get something set up soon. Invisible Eye, you should go and check this one out as well. And Becoming Autism is a newer one that I've only been aware of very recently. I mean, I say newer, she may well have been doing it for ages, and I've only just discovered her, but I discovered her a couple of weeks ago. And absolutely go and check her out as well. So go and subscribe to all of them. I'll put links to all of them down in the description, along with a link to this article if you want to read through the article as well. I love the fact that on the promoted stories, they've got and it's how the internet works, but stickers and the thing I need for my camera. Internet advertising is scarily accurate. And then the other article was in the Metro, and this one is awesome. I did quite a long interview with the journalist from the Metro last Thursday when I was in Cambridge. I got there an hour early, sat there in my car chatting to this journalist, and it's a lovely write-up of basically our story. I wish we had some better quality photos of me and Andy together. They said, have you got any pictures of you and Andy? And actually, we don't really have very many pictures of me and Andy, because I'm usually the one taking the pictures, and it's very difficult to get all of us looking at the camera at the same time. But we found a couple, and they've put some pictures in there. There are a couple of little things that I'd tweak if I was editing this article. For a start, I certainly never said Andy has high functioning autism. It's not a description that I like to use. Autism is not a case of, well, there's high functioning and low functioning. We've talked about it before, and it was explained brilliantly on the Channel 4 documentary last week about how there's all sorts of different areas that you could be higher or lower functioning in, and it's not just as simple as you're high functioning, you're low functioning, let's leave it there. So I'd probably tweak the word in there, but the message on the article is one of positivity, and that's all good. I'm very impressed. They got yesterday's video in there. We released that video at 10 o'clock yesterday, and the article was released at 10:31, and they managed to get the video in. So they're definitely keeping an eye on us. And it's just a really, really cool article. You can see that, again, Dan got one on there as well, which released a couple of hours before ours over on the Metro. And it was just really, really cool. Both of us were actually trending. Don't know why I've gone this far, but both us and the Aspie World were trending on the Metro website at various points throughout the day yesterday, which for two very, very niche YouTube channels is just awesome. And stuff like this awareness that we're raising, is that number the amount of times that it's been shared? Because that's brilliant if it is. But we wouldn't have got this media coverage without your support, without you subscribing, without you viewing, without you commenting and liking. And without the media coverage, we then don't get to share our story, spread the word. And it all kind of positivity, linking into positivity. And it was just a very, very cool day. I have you lot to thank for it, and I am incredibly grateful for it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I look forward to more exciting days like that one. I think we're going to leave it there. This was never intended to be a super long video. It was more a case of, well, I could not release a video today, and I'm sure everyone would understand. We did too yesterday. But I think the things that we said today needed saying. Thank you for your ongoing support. Thank you for buying the shirts and supporting the charities. Thank you for the donations last year. Thank you for all of the wonderful positive messages we got yesterday, all the lovely comments that we've had on the videos that we released yesterday. It's just been such a weekend of positivity and awesomeness. And sometimes I think we don't necessarily get the message across clearly enough just how much you lot, by watching the videos both here and on the Football Manager channel, have changed the lives not just of me but of the rest of my family as well. And a couple of people have said we all look so much happier and healthier than we were a year ago, and we really, really, really are. And I'd like to think that we're using that happiness and health and excitement for some good as well, through spreading an important message that the world needs to hear, raising some money for a good cause, and just generally, it is all positive. I don't think there's any downsides to anything that has been going on, and it's been fantastic. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Have I said that enough times yet? I've not said it enough times to express the level of thanks, but I don't want to annoy you and bore you. So we will leave it there. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on it for us. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. We're back to normal service tomorrow. Ooh, boiler story tomorrow, because I've already recorded half of it. How exciting, Kev's boiler. And thank you very much for watching. Not just this video, but all of them. Thank you very much for watching.